Hey everyone, Genevieve here to talk about our upcoming total solar eclipse on this coming Monday, the 8th of April. And so we are in the middle of eclipse season, and so we just had our lunar eclipse a little bit over a week and a half ago. And so just a couple of words. First of all, I'm not feeling very well. I've been under the weather the last several days, and that's not uncommon during eclipse season, especially, you know, they're usually surrounding holidays where we're kind of overextending ourselves and trying to get a lot done and do a lot of things. And so if you're feeling a little under the weather, if you're feeling a little extra tired or, you know, low energy, it's very common. And certainly it leaves you susceptible to any illnesses that might be circulating. So take care, first of all, to protect your health. That is the most important thing for all of us, so that we can actually enjoy the upcoming solar eclipse. So some things I want to touch on now. I am going to do my astrological video on the solar eclipse in a couple of days and talk about my eclipse, or my Aries new moon blend, which is Phoenix, in a couple of days. But right now we're just going to talk about the eclipse, the actual event itself. So where it's going to, the path of this eclipse is going to be going through Mexico, Texas, especially San Antonio and Dallas area, Arkansas, Missouri, Kentucky, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Western New York, Northern Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, and into Montreal area, and parts of Canada as well before it crosses the Atlantic. So those will have the longest viewing times, the strongest viewing time. Again, you know, weather permitting, let's all hope we have sunny skies so that we can actually see this, right? Here where we are in southern Delaware, the Delmarva area, it's not going to be, it's not going directly over us, but we're still going to have a window of viewing, and it's going to be about 85% of what we'll be able to see, again, weather permitting. But so for us here in southern Delaware, the best, it's going to be partial around, what was that, 2:06 p.m. It's going to be in its totality around 3:30 p.m. and then it's going to be ending the partial phase and ending the eclipse phase at around 4:34 p.m. So if you are somewhere where you're able to view this, if you happen, and again, weather permitting, right, it's going to be a very cool experience, but there are some things that you need to know to keep yourself safe. You never, ever, ever want to stare directly at the sun. Now, those of us my age have been through a few of these before, but especially for younger people or people that just need a reminder, even though it will get very dark, it won't be completely dark like nighttime, but it'll be like dusk, right? But that does not mean just because that the sun is covered, there's still enough light that if you stare directly at it, it can definitely blind you. It can severely damage your eyes, and your vision is very, very important. So things to be on the lookout for. There are certified eclipse viewing glasses that are relatively inexpensive. You can find them at local stores. You can find them online, but you have to beware because there are people making counterfeits. Unfortunately, in the world we live in, there are people who really find, I don't know, joy, amusement, or whatever about injuring and harming other people. But we don't want to do that here at Essentially Genevieve. So, you want to make sure that your glasses are ISO and CE certified. Again, this is, you know, scientists. I mean, as a child, I watched the eclipse back in 2017. During the last one, I watched it with perfectly safe glasses, relatively inexpensive. Just be on the lookout that you do not have a counterfeit. A lot of people think, oh, well, I have very dark sunglasses, or my line of work, you know, we have protective vision wear that will be safe to wear, especially welders. Not necessarily. Okay, so you can, certain welders' glasses, again, protecting against very bright light, fire, and things like that, can protect your eyes if it's certified at the level, safety level 14 or above. But they're very rare to find. They're not usually commonly found at your hardware stores or your welder supply stores. So, if it's under a level 14, do not use your welder's glasses, okay? Just make sure you get the proper eye equipment to view this. But it's such a cool thing. I mean, now if you're in the path of this where it's direct, you know, path and it's going to be lasting a very long time, there are people probably flocking to your area to view this because, again, our next one isn't going to be for several decades. So, just take precautions if you're traveling. And again, you can be outside, you can drive, you can, you know, it's not going to harm your vision unless you stare directly at the sun. If you don't like driving when it's dark or dusk outside, then maybe you don't want to. But other than that, it's perfectly safe to go about your normal routines. You know, this is not going to harm you. But just protect your eyes, guys, okay? I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are as well. And again, in a few days, I will update on my astrological energy video for the solar eclipse and my oil blend Phoenix. All right. Till then, guys, take care. Namaste. Blessed be.